Good morning all of you. My name is Samay Gundecha. I study in 6th standard and my school's name is Flora Valley School. So students, today we are going to learn about water's density. As we are going to check water's density level. So for that we are going to do an experiment. For experiment we need 2 glasses filled with water, 2 lemons, a spoon and salt. So let's get started. The first step is we have taken a glass filled with water and I am going to put directly the lemon in this. You can see here the lemon has gone down as we know that the water's density level is low. So in second step I have made a solution with water with salt and I have well mixed it. So you can see here the lemon is up. It's floating up. As we know from this, after adding salt in water, the water's density levels became up. Thank you.
My name is Arya Varma. I study in Flora Valley School and I am in grade 6. And today I am going to talk about planet Earth. Planet Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only astronomical object known to their harbor life. It is also known as the blue planet and the only planet which supports life. Its 3/4 part is covered by water. Earth's gravity interacts with the objects in space, especially the Sun and the Moon, which is Earth's only natural satellite. Earth's orbit around the Sun in 365.256 solar days, a period known as Earth's sidereal year. During this time, Earth rotates about its axis for 366.256 times. That is, sidereal year has sidereal days. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Avishkar Wadkar and I am in grade 6. My school's name is Flora Valley School. So today I am going to tell you about Mars planet. So Mars planet is the 4th planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet with a thin atmosphere, having the surface features reminiscent like both the impact craters of the Moon and the valleys, deserts and polar ice caps of the Earth. It is the most widely searched planet. It is also called as God of War and the Red Planet due to its red appearance. Mars has a radius of 3.389 kilometers and the diameter of Mars is 6.779 kilometers. Thank you.
Today we are going to learn about transparent, translucent and opaque objects. So let's start. Objects that allow light to fall on it are called transparent objects. Means light through passes on an object and we can see through it are called transparent objects. The examples of transparent objects are water, air and clear glasses. Second, the objects that allow some light to pass through on it are called translucent objects. Light passes through an object partially. We can see through it but not clearly. Are called translucent objects. Means we can see through it but not clear. The examples are glass bottle and net cloth. So we can see it. First example is glass. So look at my finger. It is looking clearly? No. Second example. Bottle. Is it looking clearly? No.
Hello everybody, my name is Omkar Jadhav and I am from grade 7. So this is my project named Electronic Quiz Board. The technique used in this board is when the correct answer matches the circuit that completed and the bulb glows. So let us try it with one question. What are the tiny pores called from which the carbon dioxide enters? Is it spiracles? No. Is it move downwards? Is it cuscuta? Is it stomata? Yes, the bulb glows. It means the correct answer is tomato. So let's try with another question. Example of symbiotic association. Is it spiracles? Is it pitcher plant? Is it small intestine? Is it rhizobium bacteria and leguminous plant? Yes, the bulb glows. It means that this is correct answer. So this is the quiz board which tells correct answer. Thank you for watching my video.
Good morning everyone, my name is Ramesh Shailesh Kohli and I am from grade 7. Today I will explain you how our respiratory system works. First I will explain and then we will discuss about inhalation and exhalation. So this is our nasal passage, or we can say it nostrils. We take air in through this and we can also breathe through our mouth. It's called as oral cavity. The air we take through nostrils pass through nasal cavity and reaches the pharynx. We breathe through mouth. That air also comes to pharynx. These both pipes join to pharynx. Pharynx is nothing but a small pipe which joins our lungs to nasal cavity and oral cavity. Then it reaches the trachea. Trachea is an important bone of our respiratory system. We will learn about it in higher classes.
And now I will show you one activity, and my activity name is means I will show you one magnetic force. See, for that I will take one book, I will take one magnet, and I will take one pin. See properly. And I will take now book, and I will take now this magnet. And see, this magnet I will put here, and this pin I will put upside. See, I am moving this, but this pin is also moving. See, can you tell me why this pin is moving? Because I have a magnet, and this magnet made. See, this means one type of this is one magic only, and this iron is made up, means this magnet is made up of iron and it can attract anything. They both are attract each other. See how they attract each other. Thank you.
Hello, I am Karthik Gaikwad from 7th standard. Today I am going to conduct an activity. Activity is on the concave mirror and the image formed by it on a screen. Let's start the activity. So this is the activity. We have taken a spoon as a concave mirror and we can see the reflection of the candle as in on the screen, which is paper. So we will see it on another angle. So this represents the reflection of the candle on the screen, which is paper, by the concave mirror. This happens due to the real image. The real image is an image which is formed by the convergence of light. It can be obtained on the screen. The image you will be seeing on your screen is the image of experimental setup of the activity we did earlier. Thanks for watching the video.
Morning to everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Shailesh Kohli and I am from Flora Valley School. Today I am going to explain you the theme nitrogen cycle. Before going to our theme, let us know what is a cycle. What is a cycle? Cycle is nothing but using a thing and again reproducing it. This is mean by a cycle. And what is nitrogen? Nitrogen is the gas present in our atmosphere. It covers 78% of our atmosphere. So now let us go back to our topic, nitrogen cycle. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted into nitrogenous components in soil. To convert this atmospheric nitrogen, there are two ways. First is light. When it rains, the dark clouds come together and the nitrogen between them is trapped and thrown down. When the lightning touches the soil, many nitrogenous components are taken through soil. And the second way is nitrogen fixing bacteria. Some bacteria directly convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous components. For example, rhizobium. Now, how the components of nitrogen are converted back into atmospheric nitrogen?